Hello guys, welcome to my channel once again. My name is Obarachidozie Kingsley. I especially want to welcome you to this special edition. Most especially my old subscribers and my new subscribers, you are all welcome. I'm really sorry for being out of the social media for a very long time. I've not been updating us on things I should. That's as a result of my tight schedule and the rest of the things I've engaged myself in. And that notwithstanding, I came today with a disturbing thought. I just woke up today with this burden. I've been hearing people saying a lot of things. I've been hearing people giving informations. And please, I want to warn most of us who are social media, content creators, so to say. I don't see myself as a content creator. I always see myself as I only come here just to give out information. So I come here to give the real information you need and not just creating content for views. And most people who are doing this misleading people, I don't think this is right. This is like killing people. This is like giving people false information that help them fall into death traps. Giving people information that most of us who don't do proper research end up, using them to make our decisions, which eventually hurts us. Now, I want to bring this information. If you are planning to travel to Europe, you're planning to travel to America, you're planning to travel to UK or Canada, please listen and watch this video till the end and know the routes which you must avoid at all costs. It might look simple, it might look very tempting, it might look very juicy for you, but please, in whatever you do, avoid it. This route, I'm going to be talking about it. I will tell you the consequences. I will tell you why you need not to. I will tell you things it has to do and why it's very bad for you to take this route. Many people take it. Yes, most people succeed while taking it. But then the chances of survival, it's also minimal. So this route I'm talking about has made many people so stranded in countries like Europe, in some countries like America, in countries like Canada, UK, and the rest of it. And not that there are not people who succeed in this route. People do succeed, but it's like gambling with your life. It's like gambling with your resources as well. And I will advise people it's better for you to delay your travel. And when you eventually finish your planning to travel and you eventually travel, you got to enjoy the travel you made and not, being stranded out there. It's better you take your time, plan yourself very well, and then leave than for you to hastily leave and then see yourself in a condition that you end up regretting that if you had known, you wouldn't even have taken such steps. So this route is what people refer to as VV or visiting visa or traveling through visiting visa or, you know, at which eventually ends up in you seeking asylum, right? This is very dangerous, and I wouldn't advise anybody to take this route, especially if you're coming from an African country. What is a visiting visa? I will talk about this. It's like a short-term stay visa. This visa only allows you to go into this country for some purposes. For instance, you're going for medicals. For instance, you're going for visiting. You're going to visit your relative. You're going as a tourist, right? Most people refer to it as tourist visa. Now, one thing about most of us from Africa is that when an agent is doing visas for us or is arranging our travel for us, we don't necessarily ask some important questions. At the end of it, they give us this type of short stay visa, though some of them do tell us, but some of them don't. And it's like a disguise. They do it and tell you, oh, when you get there, you do this, when you get there, you do that. Please listen, this is 2025 and we're almost in 2026 and new rules, new laws, many things has changed, and these changes are the things I want to bring to our notice today. If you can watch this video to the last, you're going to learn a lot, and I promise I'm going to make it very clear and you'll understand why I condemn this in totality. The reason is this: visiting visa allows you or is given to you just for you to go to this country, stay for a specific period of time. Most times it's 3 months, most times it's 6 months, depending on the country and the rule and the law. So people take this visa. Most agents will tell you, or most people who are abroad will tell you, oh, when you go there, seek aduro or seek asylum, right? It is not always easy. And these are the things that hold people captive for a very long time. I will tell you why you need to avoid this, and I will tell you the consequences. Let's go into why. Why? Number one is the type of visa. This type of visa is meant for the purpose I've explained this initially, just for you to go there, do whatever you want to do within the specific period of time given to you, mostly 3 months or 6 months, and you are allowed to come back. This visa is not for you to stay. It is not for you to, relocate. It's not for you to stay more than you are required to stay. And country who find out that this visa is being violated don't always take it lightly. So now that is the reason why you need to avoid this. Most people will say before your visa expires, you do this, you do that, you change, or you there are countries that allows a change of permit, right? Or the change of visas. For instance, prior to 2024, 2023, 2025 here in Finland, one can easily come in with a visiting visa. And if you come in with a visiting visa, for instance, probably you can seek asylum. If you seek asylum, you can be able to get it. If you get a work contract, you can be able to change your permit from whatever it is to a work permit. It's done, right? As long as you have work contract. But bro and sis, things has changed. So it is in so many other countries. Currently now it's not obtainable. You can't come to Finland and seek asylum and then get a job. Even if you get a job, you can't change the permit until the decision is made on your asylum case. And this is the reason why you must avoid it so you don't become stranded. Now, the new rules, for instance, not only in Finland, for instance, UK has already implemented theirs. It's not possible. Also, Canada recently, they are making the rules in place now, making it more difficult for people to, a kind of, transcend or a kind of change their status in this particular manner. Please and please make sure you avoid this. Now, visiting visa, what are the consequences? Before you can even use visiting visa to change your asylum, or you use visiting visa to go to a country, seek asylum, and get that asylum approved or get a positive decision on your asylum case, you must have prepared yourself before you leave the country. Most of the times, people get rejection for asylum seeking because they didn't prepare themselves very well. Preparing yourself, most people don't even know what asylum means, but they seek asylum. Asylum is just, in a layman's explanation, I will try to do that for you. You're seeking asylum means you're seeking protection from the country you are actually seeking that asylum in. Protection, maybe you claim that your life is under threat, or you are passing through persecution, or the country you're coming from is in war, they are fighting, or maybe you have a life-threatening issue in the country you're coming from, so you want them to protect you, right? So, but before you can be able to prove this point, you must have some documentation, you must have some evidence, you must have some undoubt evidence that cannot be doubted, that when they make verification, it is valid and verifiable. So you need to prepare yourself. It's not just something you just wake up one morning and start doing. And these are things some agents don't tell you, even though they will encourage you to do this. But I'm not encouraging that, please. It is one of the worst means of traveling abroad. The reason is this: it is dicey. Out of countries, okay, for instance, I'm from Nigeria. People coming out from Nigeria, apart from the recent developments which has been drawn to the attention of the world in terms of religious crisis and the rest of them, which people can actually use. Now, Before then, people are seeking asylum from Nigeria. Why are you seeking asylum? You are seeking asylum because you're being persecuted, but you don't have evidence. Some people even say they are running away from there. But Nigeria is not really at war. The world has not recognized Nigeria as a country at war. Some people using you can't use that, and they can't grant you asylum based on that because the evidence is everywhere. So that apart, it is dicey. It's not even, for me, it's not a 50-50 chance. Currently now, it's just a 10-90 chances. 10% you have to succeed in it. And you have to prove yourself beyond reasonable doubt before you can be able to get that. Now, I want to talk about the consequences. The consequences of traveling with this is, number one, wasted years. Many people seek asylum. Before the asylum cases will be decided on, it might take them 5 years, it might take them 4 years, it might take them 2 years. At minimum, you will see it. Many people stay in asylum camps for 10 years. Many people stay for, even I've seen someone 15 years and the case has not yet been decided. My brothers and sisters, if you are in this condition, one is that you don't know your status. They can decide and wake up one day and send you back from where you're coming from. You don't know your status, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know if you're in that country or if you're in another country. So when you are waiting for that, in some countries like Finland, you can work, right? Yes, you can work, but you don't know your status. Anything can happen at any time, and your rights are limited. It's not everything that you can be able to do. You are not seen as part of that particular system, even though you are given the right to work, but you are not seen as part of that system. So it is like wasting your years. Most people stay 10 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 15 years, and their case has not been decided. And in worst cases, after that 10 years, when your case will be decided, if it's negative, you're being sent back to your country. So of what need is that? Now, someone who traveled legally, someone who traveled the way he should travel, in 1 year or 2 years have started establishing himself. He or she has started mixing up with the system. He has started integrating and started doing things that you cannot even achieve in 10 years. I'm not saying some people do, but it is the worst. It is not good. I'm condemning it in totality and giving you these reasons. Number two reason or consequence is that it cages you almost for life. Why? Most people don't know this. It is not simple for you to come and say you're seeking asylum. In a situation where that asylum is even granted to you, it cages you for life. How does it cage you? When you seek protection in another country and you ask that country to protect you because you're passing through persecution in the country you're coming from, it means that you are not safe in that country. So even if you go back to that country, they assume that you're going to be eliminated and they won't give you that opportunity. So when this asylum is being granted to you, you are restricted from traveling back to your country. It is very, very most people might do it, hiding, but if you're caught, you lose both the positive decision that is being given to you and every other thing, and deported. So if your asylum case is decided and is positive, you lose your loved ones. You cannot go back to the country you're coming from to see either your mom, your dad, or any. No, they can only see you if they can come to the country you are in. And if you're a man and you claim you're married and your asylum is being granted, probably they will give you a chance to bring in one of your family member or some of your family members who are eligible for it or who you are eligible to bring in. So these are the things. You are caged for life. But we know that most people seek asylum to stay, but they still have that intent of meeting their loved ones at home, even though they are passing through persecutions or even though they are passing through. Guys, I'm saying this because this is social media. You understand what I mean? So that is that. You are caged for life. This is nothing good. You can't travel back to your country no matter what, except you change your status. And changing that status is very, very difficult and if not impossible. Now, the third consequences of using this type of visa or type of route to travel is that It's filled with uncertainty. Most people get in before they even seek asylum, they get deported, and the money they used in processing that visa is wasted. Their time, their energy, their aspirations and hopes are dashed out. And that is one of the worst things that can ever happen to someone when your hope and your aspirations are dashed out. No doubt, Nigerians are people, and most African countries are people who don't give up easily. You might say you will try again, but bro, it will take a lot of time and a lot of energy to recover what you must have lost. So it's filled with uncertainty, and the last is waste of resources, which I have also touched. So, brothers and sisters, don't mind anybody who is telling you, oh, I will give you a 6 months, 3 months visa to travel. If you want to travel, look at the best routes. I may not go deep into them, but I'll mention them to you in this video. You can travel if you have the money as a student. It's cost effective. It's very, very costly. You can also travel through work. It might be cheaper, but then it takes a lot of time, energy, and hard work and skills, knowledge, certifications, qualifications. Most times it doesn't even require qualification. For instance, in my own case, my qualifications wasn't that high, but I was able to do it. So these are routes that you can travel. Or if you have a family, if your wife, your husband is out there, we call it family unifications. You can join your family over there. These routes are some of the routes that can help you, which I encourage. Please and please avoid traveling through short stay visas.